Hi, Teaquilters. Today is, let's see, Wednesday, December 3rd, 2025. It is 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm here for live chat. I'm not going to do much today. Um, in all honesty, I have been not feeling well for a while. It's just sinus and weather related. And I've been in and outside a lot, like middle of the morning. It's snow. A lot of our snow happened overnight, so then Paige is a little dog, she has to go out, and then I go to let her out, and the snow is too tall for her to be in, and I'm out at 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning shoveling snow so she can go find a place to go potty at. And I have not been feeling well all week, like not myself, not full strength. And so I've been doing the countdown to Christmas things at midnight. But for the most part, I've been kind of in bed most of the um, week since like last Saturday when the first snow happened. It happened like Saturday morning, midnight. It started Saturday morning at 12:01 a.m. So we've had about 5, 6 bouts of snow in that time period. So I'm exhausted and not feeling my greatest. I have issues with my sinus when the weather fluctuates like the 10 degrees or more. And then again, I was outside shoveling snow. So you go out, you wrap up, and so you can be warm, and then you start shoveling snow, you get hot, and so you start taking layers off. So it's just been a lot going on. Yesterday I did come in here for a couple hours, and I've got all of my exploding star stuff. I no longer have pieces on the inside. So this is the inside of my quilt. I still got to sew rows together, but I am moving along in progress on that. This is part of the border that's going to go onto my exploding star. So I have been progressing pretty good on that. So let me read who's in the chat. We're going to have birthday shout outs. I just want to see who's in the chat first. And then we can see what you all want to talk about. Sue GSD is here saying 223 days until retreat and reunion 2026. Thanks to Miss T and the incredible team she has assembled. Working on a migraine, may not be around much. So yeah, it's a mess right now. And like, I'm hot flashing right now, but I'm not hot flashing. I don't run temperature, so I'm thinking that what I'm doing is I'm hot flashing when I'm not feeling well, okay? Because I never run fevers. I'm one of those people. Every time I take my temperature, it's in the normal range. Darcy is also here reminding you all to subscribe if you're new, and then also hit the the notification button so that you'll be notified whenever I am live. And I'm live here on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and then for 1 hour. And then on Saturday nights, I'm here for 2 hours from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. And I do a sewing chat. And I've been sewing on some Wednesdays because I'm behind, but I'm not. I've had a long day. I'll talk about that in a minute. So I've had a long day. Also join us over on the Facebook page, Teaquilts LLC. There is 4 questions that you need to answer in order to be approved, just to keep the spammers out the group. Yeah, so join us on all the platforms. Deborah Sims Brown is here, Peggy O'Connor, Dolores Feltz, Remo JS, Sharon Lewis, let's see, Suzette Peterkin, Denton, Judy Smith, Ray Mahone, Minnie Dula, can't remember if I said her name or not, Brenda Foley, Zandra Odom, June Hanson, I said, Damali J, Photo Kevin, Francis Jackson, Claudette Hall, Celeste, Reese, and let's see, Carissa Renninger, Anita Baker, saying that her rent is paid. That means that she has hit the thumbs up button. Have you? If you haven't hit the thumbs up button for me, please do so. It just helps keep the videos in circulation. Yolanda Riza, Michelle the Quilter. Thank you, Michelle. Wanda Jamerson is here. And she's saying, sorry to hear you don't feel well. I have been kind of in bed. It's just, you know, I haven't, like I said, I only been like going out to like shovel snow that I have to do so that, you know, the dog has somewhere to go. And it's not like if I take her out at 2 o'clock in the morning, I can go wake my husband up and go, can you shovel the snow? So it's like she's got to go. So it's just a pain. We've had, I don't remember the last time we've had this much snow in this period of time from Saturday to last night. So just been a lot of snow in a short period of time. A lot of occurrences of snow in a short period of time. Bonita Nance is here. Trying to make sure I don't miss anybody. Vivian Calvi is in here now. KTVille is in here as well. Diane McCoy. Shelly S5. Trying to make sure I get everybody. Tony Pressure. Celeste is saying, what do you say to comment on the outside of the chat of the Christmas videos? You can comment on the outside of the regular videos too. Anything. Hello. Anything you want. Lizette Zayas is here. And saying miracles can happen that she's catching alive. Joe Carmel Perkins is here. And I think we're all caught up now. So thank you all. I know I'm trying to get on and off as quickly as I can on the Missouri Star Quilt Company, the Countdown to Christmas, where I'm doing Stash or Pass. I'm trying to get on and off so that those videos aren't super long. But also, I'm not feeling my best either, so I'm trying to get on and off as quick as possible on those. And it's because also it's now late, and my sleep schedule is totally messed up right now because I've been sick and taking medicine and the whole 9 yards. So, but yeah, I'll be fine. I've lost strength is what I've lost. So, and I got to work on that. Today I did orders because I went out Monday because Monday the snow was, you know, I felt like the street should have been clear. Monday at noon, I decided I'm going to package up the orders, some previous orders that I had. I also had a round robin I needed to mail. So I'm like, I'm going to go, and I had some Monday orders that came in early. I had a one-day cyber sale on Monday. And so I had some of those orders had come in early on Monday. So I'm like, okay, about noon, I go, I'm going to package these orders up and I'm going to send them out. And the sun was out. My driveway was clear. The snow from Saturday and Sunday had melted on my driveway. My street looked okay. My street is never clear because it's not a main thoroughfare. But I'm like, once I get off my street, it'll be fine. Well, by the time I got the orders packaged, I say about an hour to an hour and a half max. My car was covered. My driveway was covered. The street was completely covered again. And I'm like, okay, I'm still going to go. It was the fastest, wettest snow I have ever seen. I was cleaning my car off, had my hoodie on my head, and my hoodie was drenched with water from it hitting my clothing and melting because it was warmer than the snow. And I had never had a hoodie that was drenched wet like that. So, but I'm like, I'm going to go ahead and go. You know, it's only like within 3 miles of my house. No big deal. I can go there and come back, you know, and I'll get to see the streets and whatever. I got on the street. The streets were not clear. And I'm thinking, even when I got off onto what I consider my first main road, I'm like, oh, it'll be clear when I get to the second main road, because that's one of the roads that take you clear across town. No, it was a mess. We were driving 10 to 15 miles per hour. And once you're already in something, you need to just go ahead and stay, because you're not going to be, all of my streets are major streets to get to the post office. So I would not be taking any side streets to turn around. Yeah, so it took me 45 minutes to do less than 6 miles. And I normally do that in like 10, 15 minutes max, depending on how long the line is at the post office. So Monday was a bummer. I wasn't gone from home long, but I was good and stressed by the time I got back. So I chilled. And then we got more snow. Monday, it snowed during the day, and then some more snow came back Monday night again. And yeah, that was the night I had to also, well, Tuesday morning, I'm up shoveling snow in the middle of the night so this dog can go have somewhere to go to the bathroom. It was just ridiculous. But yeah, we just never had this much snow in such a short period of time. I grew up with snow. That's fine. But then I didn't have a dog to be concerned with. You know, I can keep myself in the house and not have to worry about that. And so I got up today. I didn't do anything yesterday. I said they need to clear these streets up, and they did. They finally got them cleared up yesterday, and they were really good today. It just was cold today. And it wasn't, this was the warmest day we've had. It was a high of 40 today. Which was good. So it melts some of the snow. But I have supposed to be going to a wedding on Friday. And I had to go out today because I'm like, I had all dresses lined up. And I'm like, I'm not wearing a dress. And I've gotten rid of like all of my office clothes, like slacks and things like that. Because I decided that I was wearing pants. And I have never worn pants like to wedding or any formal event. I've never worn pants. But I said, let me go buy me some fancy pants so that I can do that. And I did not want to do it, but I didn't have a choice. I'm just like, I'm just going to go get these pants. And I got like a pantsuit, so that I was still dressy, but not in a dress. Because I'm like, I don't have time for that. So, and that took a long time because I actually sat down in the store for like an hour just so that I could catch my breath. It's like, I'm exhausted. And I went to Macy's. You're in Macy's. And they got these clothes. They got clothes on this floor and clothes on the next floor, dresses on this floor. Because I was trying to originally find like a formal like jumpsuit. Is what I was hoping I could have found. Something that would look like it was a dress, but it was pants. But I ended up finding some pretty pants that they're flowy at the bottom, that you only know they're pants when you're walking. Otherwise, they kind of look like it could be a skirt because they're flowy. But yeah, it's a mess. And then I get out because I sat down an hour. I forgot all about that. I had all these errands that I was running. I forgot all about the fact that I was going to be driving home in rush hour traffic. So yeah, then I was sitting in rush hour traffic. It wasn't bad. It's just that we got some construction going on in some spots. And the traffic gets backed up whenever you get to the major highway intersections. And I passed quite a few of those. So, but yeah. It's just going to take some time. And I don't even know if after I've done all of this in Macy's for probably, let me just say, maybe 1:30 to like 5:30. So I was in there like 4 hours because I'm telling you, I sat down. I lost track of time of how long I sat down. I know the lady, I bet you security probably was watching me too, but I didn't care. I said, long as nobody walk up to me, I'm going to be fine. But I just sat down and started scrolling through my phone. I started playing a game, anything, just so that I didn't feel like I was just sitting there not doing absolutely anything. I called my daughter. I told her to come up there. She came up, her in Jersey. So then I did go get something to eat because I hadn't eaten all day either. So I just got to get strength back. That's all. So, and at least I know when to sit down. So I did that. Let me see who else has come in. I don't forget, Joe Carmel, I think, was my last one that I announced, I think. So we've got Tony. I said Tony. I remember her name. We got Tracy Middlebrooks in here. And Sue, old school Sue. And Norma is in here. Betty Ward. Louis Alford. And Miss T, also known as Miss Fancy Pants. Well, they are. They're cute. And that's what I decided. I ended up, yeah, I'm so sick of going someplace when I want to go somewhere and I don't want to wear the same outfit to like major events, which is like wedding, because they're going to have photos and stuff. So I don't like wearing the same thing. I'll keep it for like a cruise or something like that. But I don't like wearing the same thing. So it's like, every time this time I was just going to wear a dress because I'm like, I don't think I have a picture. I have a picture of me in a red dress when I retired. But the blue dress I was like, I'll just wear the blue dress. I'll put on a blazer. I couldn't find a blazer. I gave that girl everything. I was just like, I'll wear a blazer on top and just call it a day. I'm not in the wedding. I'm just attending a wedding. And then when it got cold like this, I said, I need some pants. I have never worn pants to a wedding, but I am. If I make it on Friday, I will be wearing pants. But they are cute. And I bought, what I was telling you was, yeah, I went extreme. I bought like 3 different outfits, okay? I said, I don't have to worry about this. One of them was an outfit that is cute, but it's not enough to wear to a wedding. But say you going to somebody's birthday party, it's appropriate for that. And so I got that. It's a pantsuit. And then I got the free-flowing pants with a shirt and a jacket. And then I got a skirt with a blazer-ish jacket shirt. It's a shirt. It looks like a blazer, but it's a shirt. And I got 3 outfits, so I don't have to worry about this. I said, if I go anywhere else this holiday season, I don't have to go back into the store at all. So I bought 3 outfits. Just crazy. But I know which one I'm wearing. And Remo told me, I'll make you an outfit. I cannot make an outfit if I'm sick. And I just decided, since the weather turned cold, that I'm not wearing a dress. I had an outfit. But I don't sew clothing anymore. Hi, Paula. Y'all too funny. Robin Boyd is in here. Welcome to the chat, lady. Monty Pep as well. Yeah, they're palazzo pants. Thank you. But they're not the floral ones. These are ones that you could wear to a Christmas party, but they're black. They're like sparkly. Really pretty. So yeah, I just got home about 6:15, and I'm telling you, I said I ain't sewing nothing tonight. So we're gonna do birthday shout outs, and I will show you I can't even show you, well, I don't know, maybe I'll see, because I got this stuff, some of it is pinned to be sewn, but I got my stuff ready to go. What else did I want to talk about? I talked about the joining me or watching the Stash Your Past videos. I mentioned that already. You all should know I'm doing those. I've passed one item so far, and it's a one and a possible. I'm looking to see what tonight has to know if I'm gonna pass on today's gift. And Kevin, you did have a great idea. He was saying that you can take it and just put it into your scrap containers, and like my 5-inch squares that I have pre-cut, and then I could just use them out of there. So that's a good idea too, because it's not like you have to love every fabric in a scrap quilt. That's the nice thing about it. So let's go ahead and do birthday shout outs for December, since it's the first Wednesday of the month. If you did not send me your birthday ahead of time, I will not be doing a shout out where it's coming out of my mouth. If you want to type it into the chat, I will not be reading that. People can talk to you and wish you happy birthday if they so like, but I'm not going to do a personal shout out once I've already done the list. If you want me to give you a birthday shout out on the first Wednesday of the month, then send it to me via email, teaquilts@teaquilts.com. And you don't have to send me your birthday the month before. I actually prefer you to send me your birthday now, if it's in June, so that I don't get your birthday right before, because I might be doing something and I may not be able to get you onto the list. So you can send it early. You don't have to wait until your birthday month or the time for me to do your call out. If you know you want me to do it, just go ahead and send it to me in an email, put the title birthday shout out, and then I'll add you to the list. All right, for the month of December, got a lot of birthdays in the month of December. I have not read this list to see if these people are still, I think, well, I'm not going to read two. I see two names that aren't here. Everybody else is here. I'm really surprised. It's a long list. How many is it? Two. Wait a minute. I think it's 14. December might be the biggest month for birthday shout outs. Okay. Yesterday on December 2nd was C Joy Creations' birthday. And then today is Lana Dean's birthday. On the 10th of December, we have 3 birthday quilters. Betsy Layton. No, it's 2. I'm sorry. Betsy Layton, because I'm deleting that one. And then Vanessa Howell Brown. And then on the 11th, we have Melinda Carroll. On the 14th, we've got Ingrid Fenzelter. I forget. I think that's her name. I got her old name on here. I'm sorry. I think that's how it's said, and I don't have the right last name, but I think that's it. On the 17th, it's Sue GSD. Hey, girl. Hey, happy birthday. She's the retreat moderator. On the 19th, we've got Cheryl Bean. I haven't seen her in a long time. And then on the 24th, we've got two people, Claudette Bettis and Sue Allen. Oh, and I'm missing one. On the 20th of December is Wanda Jamerson. So happy birthday to you as well. I saw her in the chat. Tracy Middlebrook's birthday is the day after Christmas. So happy birthday to you, December 26th. And then we've got two people whose birthday is on December 30th. It's Benita Nance and Emily Zahoot. And December 31st. Birthday name is not on my list, but it is Jersey. Her birthday is December 31st. So, yay to all the birthday people. Have an enjoyable birthday month. I felt better. My daughter did come to the mall while I was just sitting, and I got to play with Jersey. So that was fun. We have Jersey and I communicate a lot on FaceTime. So she'll have her to my call Gigi. So we're talking. She's telling me all kinds of stuff, or counting, or jumping for joy is what I call it when she's just jumping. She's running all over the place now. But I felt good. I ended up taking her. My daughter wanted to do some shopping. She only wanted to go in one store. So I ended up taking Jersey to the mall because I needed something to eat up to the food court in the mall. And so we got to have some Gigi and Jersey time. So that made me feel a lot better. But happy birthday to everybody. I hope you are enjoying your birthday month and having a fantastic time. So yeah. A lot of people are putting in birthday wishes. I'm hoping that I'm not missing anything by not reading all of those. I think that's all that it is. It's just birthday wishes. So, yeah. I'm trying to just let you see a section of this because I'm about to sew this stuff together. And so I just want you to see that it's coming along just fine. Looks really strange and crazy. I can't get it in here. Here we go. I'm trying to get it behind everything so you can see it. I don't know what that looks like. I can't see it. All right. But it's going to be low volume. But I guess because I know what I'm looking at, I can see it coming out. I just got to now sew all the rows together. I'm so glad that I don't have to make another half square triangle. I don't know what to do. I do still need to cut 4. I still need to cut 4 pieces for the border for 2 borders. I don't know what happened. I thought I had cut 8 pieces. I've looked everywhere. I don't see it, but that's a whole nother issue because I'm real good with losing pieces. That's why I try to always do piece reduction. But I'm thinking that I'll be sewing on this on Saturday. So yeah, you will see it again or see parts of it. It's going to get so big you can't see any of it in this small space. So oh, you're welcome. T, you started tapping your hands. Knew you were talking about little Jersey. Yes. Sue said this will be my best month ever. See retirement on the horizon. So that's good. Benita Tracy is calling you her Capricorn sister. Yeah, so I can't wait to see what this looks like when I finally get it all together and take a picture of it. Because up close, I can see it. On camera, I don't know if it's going to look different when I watch it on the big screen, or if it just looks like it's now, it doesn't show the value as well to me as it does sitting here. Now, I do have some spots where I have like orange fabric, like right here, and it's on the red, but I guess because I'm not colorblind, that I know that that's a point where the orange is. So it is, I could have put a different fabric there, but I thought about it and I go, I'm just going to let it do what it do. Because you know where your points are going to be as you're kind of piecing the pattern. It's very obvious. But I wanted to do kind of a random layout of pieces, not trying to color match or move things around. Only time I'll do any type of moving around is if I'm about to sew two pieces together and a piece, the fabric is like right next to it in the next block or something like that. Even if it's up or down two spaces, I'll put something else there instead. So that's the only moving around that I'm doing. But when I'm actually piecing the blocks, I have so many fabrics that I don't have any repeats in my actual blocks. So when I'm putting my blocks together, I just don't want those pieces to touch when I'm putting my blocks together. Thank you. Darcy says that is so beautiful. Very nice from Liz. Oh, your exploding star is going to be gorgeous. I can see it. Thank you, Peggy. I wanted something, because all of my other ones, I've done light scraps with medium and dark scraps. I've done black background. I've done a blue and white. I've done red and yellow, purple and yellow. And the black one is a rainbow of color. So I wanted something, red and yellow, they could have kind of been close, but I wanted something that wasn't extreme. And then I used my African prints on this. And I could have easily used black on here, but I was trying not to use an obvious color. I'm like, okay, we're going to make one that you've got to kind of stop and say, okay, what's going on here? So that's kind of what I was doing with this one. Sharon says, amen, no more half square triangles unless I make them for a border. I got all of mine done that I'm doing. Anyway, I'm doing everything a little different. Thank you, Michelle and Sue. Looking at everyone's exploding star quilts, it made me want to make one too, so I finally ordered it. Yeah, I know that your order and Claudette Bettis' order went out today. I did get those done. The exploding star quilts they are a range. You can make them almost any size you want within some reason. So they don't have one size. I have in the exploding star booklet pattern booklet, you've got 4 different exploding stars that you can make, and then actually 5 options though. And it's really even more than that, because once you realize how I've written this pattern, you could put any border on your quilt from any of the other ones in the book, or you can make up your own. which is kind of what I did on this one. I just made up my own. But I'm still following the instructions, sort of, you know, but I made it my own. So it's a it's one of those patterns that you're making choices as you go along. Thank you, Claudette. I love the pattern, but have been blank to try. I can't see that word yet. Is there a pattern that I can not be afraid of? That I cannot be afraid of. I'm going to tell you, if you don't like making half square triangles, this might not be the pattern for you, because I don't know how many half square triangles is in this quilt, but it's a lot. So if you don't like making half square triangles, this may not be the pattern for you. And then also, you can do what you want, but I also, as you all have seen me sitting here, I have been pressing all of my seams open, and when I run my hand across the front, I don't feel any lumps and bumps. It's all smooth because I pressed all of these seams open. And if you don't like pressing seams open, you can press them all one direction, or, you know, whatever you want to do. But just know that if you've got an intersection of 4 units and they're all half square triangles, that's 8 pieces of fabric, and that's going to be a lot of bumps. But when I roll my hand over these intersections that's got 4, it's flat as all get out. I kid you not. I am not kidding you. I just recommend the pressing the seams open, but that's totally up to you if you don't. I know that in the past, when I was, you know, a youngster in quilting and quilting my own stuff, I'm trying to get my blocks. Let me fold this stuff up because I don't want to mess up my block order. And I can't see the phone. I have made some older quilts in the past where I was quilting even on a long arm machine, and that seam was so thick by the time I pressed the block seams, and then when it sewed that block to another row that had more units in it as well, it was a lot of seams trying to press those seams, and the machine would hit that and bounce back. It's not going to quilt over that. And with me having automation as well, I just prefer not to deal with that, because when it kicks off, it's just going to go wherever it wants to go and then try to catch back up. So it's going to do some crazy stitching. It's just going to go to the next available line that it bounced off of and start stitching from there. Or my X and Y axes are going to give me an error code. So I just try to avoid thick seams. So I do press my seams left or right, depending on if I want them to nest. But when I'm doing quilts that have a lot of half square triangles in them, even on my squares, when I connected the squares, I pressed everything open, because you don't know what it's going to be up to somewhere else further down the line. And once you press one seam open, you may as well press all the seams open if you're going to press, say, 3/4 of your seams open. So you may as well go ahead and press the other 1/4 open as well. So that's what I do. But we're all adults. We've made plenty of quilts. And if you don't want to do that, I fully understand, and I'm not going to be mad at you. So yeah. So that was Claudette I read last. Mama Fo says, I love that pattern, but I have been shy to try. Is there a pattern that I cannot be afraid of? I feel, and Kevin is in here too, Kevin bought the pattern and had the quilt quilted in 3 weeks, but that's all he worked on. But also he does a lot of Bonnie Hunter stuff. It is one of those things that you could sit down and make all of your half square triangles and get them out the way. And the way that I have it broken down and the instructions written, I've got 2 different ways of telling you. Yeah, I got diagrams, and then I also tell you what you need for the areas. So yeah, if you're ever going to do one, I think this is the easiest one you're ever going to get. However, I do have different options in there for you if you are, you know, doing different sizes, adding a border or not. I've got one other quilt that has a different border than the other border, and then the other one is a smaller version of the larger exploding star. So there are so many different options, and you can mix and match the borders how you want to use them. So you got to read. If you're not somebody that want to read, you're going to mess it up. If you read, you won't have any problems. But everything is there for you. And again, I've been sitting here sewing these. I wasn't doing like a sewing tutorial, but you all have seen me sit here and sew these block units together. And you saw what I was doing. You saw me press every last one of those seams open. So I don't waste my time pressing seams open if they don't need to be pressed open, because it does take more time. But that's up to you. Anybody in here made, because I'm always interested if anybody in here has made the exploding star and did not press your seams open. And I'm not trying to bash you. Just let me know how you did it, because I just know what I like and what works for me, but maybe somebody else might have a technique that worked for them. So I'm open to helping everybody out. So let me know. Darcy says, thank you. You're welcome. And then plus the size of half square triangles determines the size. That's right, Peggy. Anyone who hasn't, thumbs up. That's from Darcy. The thumbs up moderator. The thumbs up and subscribe. Okay. Kevin, he is still here because I know he's with his mom. I don't know if he's still hanging out all the time. His time is precious right now. He can't determine what he's going to be doing in the next minute. But he did say the pattern is beautifully written. If you can cut accurately and sew accurately, it is simple. Yes, it is. I've written this as easy as I can get it written, with giving you choices. And I think I wrote this pattern in the way that when I go to a magazine and they have it written one way, like do it this way, I wrote my pattern so that you could do it any way that you want. And so you've got choices. You're not locked in to what I'm doing. And then there are so many different things that you can do with the layout, that if you make one and you go to your second one, you can start creating your own designs. Like I said, I have one that's in rainbow. And now I'm doing the African one. I have one where I reverse the colors and the white. I have, like, I got different borders and think one doesn't have a border, one has a border, and then I got different border. And then I got a mini version. So that's 4, 5, 6. This is my 7th exploding star that I have personally made. And every last one of them look different. And they're all different sizes. So that's why I say the pattern is all different sizes based on what you want to do. So thank you, Kevin. And Peggy says it's a great pattern, easy to read. So yeah, it's on my website, www.teaquilts.com. And then click on the products link. I have tabs across the top. Click on the products, and then on the products, click patterns. It's going to be on the patterns page. It's on my website. I think the cost is $15. Like I said, it's a booklet with 4 different variations, and it's really 5 variations for real. And it could even be 6 or 7 variations, because you could put those borders on any one of the actual quilts that I'm showing you. So yeah, it's like different variations. If you start multiplying, you know how they do, how many times can you make this and make it look different type thing. with just what's in the booklet. And I'm doing things that are kind of in the booklet, but it's not. And then also other people that did the class, they've sketched out and got theirs totally different too. So I'm hoping that everybody can kind of get their exploding stars pieced, and then I'm gonna have them upload them to the scrap club folder, and then I'm gonna just put out a little video of all the photos, and I'll just tell you who it is and what they did, because I think like Kevin got it done in about 3 weeks. Okay, the whole thing in 3 weeks, border and all in 3 weeks. I have never pieced one that fast. And the reason why I have never, well, the first reason why I've never done that is because I'm always teaching classes. And so I do a certain number of sections, and then I keep them for props when I'm teaching, because people learn by different ways. Some people learn by reading the pattern. Some people learn by you having the step by step on the boards, which is why I always had pieces of different steps done. And then you got some people that want you to tell them what to sew. So, people have different learning styles, so I'm always adapting to that. So I can't make a quilt for every time I've taught an exploding star class. And I bet you I probably have taught this class about 30 times. One time I didn't have anything made. I had just finished the other one, and somebody hired me to teach it. I took felt and glued fabric pieces from electric quilt onto the felt, and I used the felt so that it would stick onto my design boards, because I didn't have time to cut fabric and make samples to sew. I just made them with electric quilt, and then put felt behind them so that they weren't just a plain piece of paper, and then people felt like it was still something with texture when I was laying out my pieces on the design board. So yeah, I got creative that time. Those papers, the glue has since peeled. I can't use it anymore, but I used that for about maybe 4 teachings or more, years apart. So they lasted longer than I thought they were going to last. So I was glad about that. Remo says she's doing the new Bonnie Hunter. I read my patterns twice and make sure I understand before I even start. So that's good, Kevin. I just bought. Oh, she's talking to Kevin. Says she bought Bonnie Hunter's pattern. Okay, so Kevin says that he pressed half square triangles themselves open. See, this is what I'm saying. And then, but not the seams when he connected, say one half square triangle to another half square triangle or a square or whatever unit it was going to. So then he probably pressed one row left, one row right, or something like that. And that's interesting because I haven't done that. And I don't know what that feels like when I run my hand over the top, because I've never done that. So that's good to know too, Kevin. So thank you for that. That's why I'm asking. I'm not trying to throw anybody under the bus. Peggy says, I pressed my half square triangle to the dark and all the rest. I pressed my half square triangles to the dark. And then also she did the opposite of what Kevin did, and it worked for her. So that's good to know too, because like I have never tried either one of those techniques. So interesting. Very interesting. So yeah, that's cool. So that's all that I've been up to. I'll be back tonight at 12:01 a.m. I know I'm not going to want to, because as soon as I go back and pop my little self in this bed, I'm going to get real comfortable, and I ain't going to want to move at 12:01. But I'll be here. We got to open up day 4 gift. Oh, Kevin says he likes a good nesting seam when he puts together. Kevin likes to spin his seams. So that's what he's talking about. I think that's what he's talking about, because I've seen his work before. And so that's why so he did it like in a 4-pack style, or maybe going one way or the other so that they all nested. So that's pretty cool. Hi Sean, welcome to the chat. Working on her laser. What is the name of your pattern? It's called the Exploding Star. It's on my website under patterns. So yeah. So I got 2 people that were brave to tell me they didn't press their seams open. All of them open. So nobody else will confess. They're like, she trying to trick us. Nope. I'm trying to educate. And then one of the things is you'll never know if something will work for you unless you try it, like the way that Peggy and Kevin did it. Whereas I decided, like even in this block up here, all of these seams are pressed open. Let me show you. I got pins in here. But all of these seams, so this block, every one of them's a half square triangle. On the back, every seam is pressed open. And I don't even think I pressed this last seam. I just pressed it with a wood press because it's not even laying flat like the other ones. But it's just up here on my design board. I'm trying to, anything that I got left over from this project, I think I'm going to put it up here. Or put it with this so that I can make some more of those blocks. But that's just one of my ongoing projects. We did that in Scrap Club last year. Something like that. And in Scrap Club this year, we did a modification of that. And then we're going to be having slideshows of all the projects. I'm trying to get people to the end of the month to get their photos uploaded, which I still have not made any folders. I need to go make folders. So maybe I can go prop myself in bed and maybe I can make a folder or two if I don't fall asleep because I'm tired. It's been a long day. But I'll try to get them done today. Rose said that I didn't. I don't know what she's saying. You didn't press the seams open. You pressed left to right. What you do? You did something because I saw yours was in pieces. I know you did something. So yeah. But yeah. So I have in the morning because I go like normally the first week of the month I go to the hairdresser, so I have that tomorrow. I'm gonna make sure that I take a scarf and I have a Gracie Lay silk cap. I'll take that too so that I can put 2 things on my head because I don't want to get worse and can't go to this wedding. So I'm gonna try to she didn't press the seams open, so I'm assuming if she didn't press the seams open that she pressed them left or right. I hope that they nested some kind of way. But that's good. I mean, you got people, you can do whatever you want. I just know what I like. And nothing is wrong. It's your quilt. So, do you still want me to demonstrate the treadle at retreat? I think it would be interesting because I think, let me think about that because there's a quilt shop that I want to take people to, and I'm not sure if we're going to go this year or next year because I want people to see where it started from, where sewing machines started from, where long arm quilting started from. And this one shop has it, and I want to make sure that when I do that you're in conjunction with going to that one shop, Sue. So yes, I do. I don't know if it's going to be 2026 or 2027 because both of these routes that Kevin and I went on, they're both going to get done eventually. It's just which one are we going to do first. So yeah. So yes, and I don't know when. um. So yeah, we got 3 minutes, guys. I don't think I have anything else. I have had a couple of people pay for Scrap Quilting Club for next year. I haven't done any confirmations of anything because I've been knocked out for the most part. I'm on all kinds of medication. And that's another reason I'm tired, because I find if I don't take the medication, then all the symptoms come back and then I'm feeling worse. But when I take all the medications every day, only one medication I take twice a day, but the main two I only take once a day, so that's good. But it's a time release, so it's releasing on its own throughout the day. But I have very low tolerance for medication, so that's the other problem that I have. But yeah. So, any other questions before we get off of this live? I can't think of, I know once I get off, I'm going to go, I forgot to tell them this. But, Joe Carmel, I have come across the heart quilt like 15 times since you gave me that quilt. I finally have a backing. It's not, the backing is going to be enough if I cut the extra from the 108 side and put it on the side, because I only got about 1.5 yards of fabric. But if I have enough, if I cut the bottom across the width where it's too long for the 108, cut that into 2 pieces, then I should have enough to go down the side. So I want to get that quilted at some point. That's going to be the next thing that I put on my thing. I also want to quilt my African Queendom, the pattern that's also on my website. I have not quilted my own quilt. I think I'm just going to do like some kind of wave or spiral, like something that's going in and giving me like the waves, or something that is waves so that it's just texture across. I'm going to do something. I wanted something simple. I was originally going to do custom quilting. That's why it wasn't quilted. But I'm like, I don't know if I wanted custom quilted, because I think I would just like the all over texture of something more simple on it than doing custom quilting. Especially after I did not custom quilt my Tula Pink quilt. And I'm like, I'm glad I did not. Sue saying the temps are going to drop tonight. Be safe and warm. Yeah, I hope my appointment's at 11. So I'm like, I should have some sun up by then. So I shouldn't have any problems driving, and people should be at work. So I'm hoping that I don't have any issues driving tomorrow. Joe says, yay. I know, I haven't forgotten about it. I had wanted to quilt my quilt when I made the Mold of Love for Jersey, because I'm saying I use black background and cave facets because I wanted us to have matching quilts. And then I didn't even get my quilt quilted, but Jersey's quilt's completely done. Okay. But yeah, so she was still here, so that's good. And people are signing off with happy birthday to the December babies, quilters. And enjoy your month. And that's going to be it, guys. You all stay blessed. Be safe, everyone. And quilt out. See you at 12:01 a.m. Bye.